Alright, so now let's look at our powers of 10. Remember, our powers of 10, first of all, are going to be 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, and so on and so forth. Also, when we're looking at our powers of 10, we're also going to be looking at exponents. So, as a reminder, your exponent is this smaller number, and this is telling us how many times we are going to multiply our base. And the base is the larger number. Now, our exponent does not tell us what we're multiplying it by. So this is not saying we're doing 10 times 2. It is saying we're going to multiply 10 2 times, which would be 10 times 10. Okay, so let me get this out the way. Alright, so here are just a few examples. If we have 10, and we would say our exponent is 3, so we would read that as 10 to the third power. You always want to make sure your exponent is smaller than your base, so it doesn't look like, we don't want our exponent to be large and it looks like 103. We want to make sure it is small enough and it looks like an exponent. Okay, so 10 to the third power is really 10 multiplied 3 times. Alright, so it would be 10 times 10 times 10. And the easiest way to figure this out is I would take my 1, and then I have 1, 2, 3 zeros, and I would just put that on the end. So 10 to the third power is 1,000. Let's try another one. If I do 10, let's say to the 5th power, that means I'm going to multiply 10 how many times? If you said 5, you are correct. Again, it's telling us how many times we're going to multiply our base. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then I would put my 1 down, and then I would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So that's how many is going to go in my answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means 10 to the 5th power equals 100,000. If you also notice, our exponent also matches how many goes into our answer. How many zeros go into our answer. So you can also use that to help you, so you don't have to always write out the full equation. For example, if I have 10 to the 2nd power, that 2 does mean I'm going to multiply 10 2 times, but that also means I'm going to have 2 zeros in my answer. So I can just do 1 and then put 2 zeros. And 10 times 10, as we know, equals 100. Alright, let's try some more. So now what happens when we have something such as 2 times 10? And sometimes you may even see it written like this. This little thing is called a caret, and it means the same thing. Because sometimes when you're on the computer, you're not able to write the little exponent. So this also means the same. This is making this an exponent. So 10 to the 3rd power. Alright, so if we write this out, that means I'm doing 2 times 10 3 times. Okay, and what you can do is simply bring down your whole number, which is the 2, and then I have 1, 2, 3 zeros. I'm going to put 3 zeros in my answer, and that gives me a final answer of 2,000. Alright, let's do another one. If I have 4 times 10 to the 6th power, that means, again, I can just bring my 4 over, And again, my exponent also tells me how many zeros would go in my answer. 6 is my exponent, which means I'm going to have 6 zeros. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then don't forget your commas, which gives me 4 million. 4 times 10 to the 6th power is 4 million. The last one. 3 times 10 to the 4th power. Again, this little caret also means that this number is going to be your exponent. Again, this means I'm going to take my 3 and bring it over. And I'm going to have 4 zeros. This exponent means I'm going to have 4 zeros in my answer, which is 30,000. Great job, guys. Now go ahead and try this on your own in the slide.